What would make one of the world's most iconic car brands choose a boutique winery in Argentina to celebrate the launch of its newest models? To understand that, you have to go back to a family who once built one of the largest wine companies in the country and then walked away.
The owners of the winery, they are the official importers of Porsche in Argentina for the last 30 years, okay? But part of this relation they have with Porsche started in 2001 when they officially present the Porsche Cayenne worldwide, and Pulenta, they came with the idea to present the wine with a label for that presentation. After 2001, every time Porsche presents a new car, Pulenta makes a wine with a label for that car. For example, as you can see, we have here 911 Carrera. So actually this is very special for us because you have many wineries in the world and they choose Pulenta to make it. Okay.
Porsche does not choose casually. When they launch a new model to the world, they choose one wine, Pulenta. But this story doesn't start with Porsche.
My grandfather was the one who established, Trapiche, Peñaflor, and they began really big player in the wine business in Argentina. And there's a point where the family decided to sell Trapiche. That was in 1997. My dad, working with my grandfather for 25 years, he said, okay, what am I gonna do? I'm a winemaker. The only thing I've done in the last 25 years is making wine. So he said, okay, I will build with my own winery.
They had scale, they had volume, they had Argentina's largest wine company, and they walked away, not to make more wine, but to make better wine.
My dad, coming from a huge winery, he said, look, I don't want volume. I want to get in the premium segment. I want my wines to be high-end, the top restaurants.
Hi, Javi.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm
Nice
Jen.
to meet you.
Yeah, nice
Welcome.
to meet you. Huh? Thank you. Thank you.
Connie.
Nice to meet
Yeah.
you.
¿Cómo estás?
We made the wine, okay? We need to understand the wine, we need to understand the philosophy, we need to understand the chemistry, and also the tasting, okay? The perception, the intuition that we need to use. But you need to stay here. You need to be part of this beautiful moment, okay? Because of that, it's not intervention, okay? It's kind of to be there, okay?
Okay.
That's
And then to be there to guide it or to amplify it? Or
both things. Thinking in work together, okay, as a team, with the biological process and trying to keep all that we can produce in the vineyard, okay? Again, it's a balance.
At Pulenta, wine is not left alone. It is guided, managed, tuned.
Because of that, we make in all of our varietals 2 moments of harvest. An earlier harvest, less concentration, less polyphenols, less sugar, but also beautiful natural acidity, tartaric and malic acid, okay? That component that we harvest earlier, okay? One part we fermentate in concrete. One part we fermentate in stainless steel tanks, okay?
Yeah.
And another part we fermentate in oak, okay? At the end you have 3 components. Concentration without oak, concentration with oak, and fruit flavors from the stainless steel tank. But the first harvest, then we wait, it depends on the varietal, but we wait 10 days, 15, 20 days, and we make the second harvest. Less acidity, more concentration, more sugar, more potential alcohol,
More
and
phenols.
we made, obviously, and we made the same different fermentation. At the end, in every single...
So now you have 6 components.
In every single bottle that you taste from Pulenta Estate, you have 6 different kind of wines.
Early harvest for acidity, late harvest for concentration, concrete for structure, stainless steel for aroma, oak for integration, 6 building blocks, like precision machine components in an engine.
Like we have those thick walls, we can keep the natural temperature of the fermentation. Because of that, we call the hot fermentation in the concrete.
And hot is how much temperature?
Between 25 to 28.
Okay.
We never pass 30 Celsius, okay? But at those temperatures, 24 to 28, 29, sometimes we can take everything from the skin. It's our concentration component, okay?
So hotter fermentation, you get more extraction.
100%, okay? If you prepare a tea with the hot water, it's the same thing, okay? If you prepare an iced tea with cold water, probably you don't extract too much, okay? You understand the analogy, okay? Same thing. The same fruit that we harvest earlier, one part at that temperature, and the another part that we ferment in a stainless steel tank, it's easier to keep the cold temperature in the stainless steel tank. Because of that, we fermentate between 20 and 22. Those are the cold fermentations. Obviously, we are going to extract not too much, like we were talking about the tea. We are not going to extract too much color, but we don't care, because in that way, we are going to keep all the aromas. Remember that all the aromatic components are volatile. If you increase the temperature, you lose.
They lose them.
We don't want that.
Not guesses, not instinct alone. Temperature, extraction, timing, precision.
And then, when we take from different vats, we go to the barrels, okay? We have 2,252 barrels today, but we have barrels since 2002, sorry, 2008, 2009, 2010. You will see very old barrels. For example, in all of our wines, we don't have more than 20% of new oak, okay? The other barrels are very old barrels that give us aging without flavors. The wine, for us, the wine is the protagonist, okay? You know, you don't only have tannins, okay? Those tannins are polyphenols, are responsible of the structure, okay? And they have minus charge, okay? But also we have another polyphenol in the wines that they call anthocyanins, okay? Anthocyanins, anthos came from flower, see? Cyanins from color. Because of that, the anthocyanins are the polyphenols responsible of the color of the red varieties.
Science.
And it's beautiful because like tannins are responsible of the structure, negative, anthocyanins responsible of the color, positive, they go together. And you increase this process in the barrel. That is the most beautiful thing, because at the end, when you spend some time in the barrels, you have more polished wine because you don't have tannins, astringent tannins. Okay,
sharp, not strong.
But the other beautiful thing, it's those anthocyanins. If you leave alone, you lose color. But when you mix or when you neutralize with the tannins, when you go together with the tannins, you have more stable color in the life of the wine. Okay, both things, not astringency and more color for more time. You understood?
Yeah.
Okay, it was fast, it was easy. Okay, chemistry, easy chemistry. Okay, it's oak, it's acidity, it's alcohol, it's polyphenols, it's cinetic of the fermentation. Because if you have a healthy fermentation, you are going to have a life for your wine, you know? If you have good acidity, you are going to have a long life for your wine. If you got good alcohol, not too much, not too low, okay? And also polyphenols. You need to have enough concentration of polyphenols that give you life to your wine, okay? Synergy, beautiful word. Obviously, if you made 100% new oak, at the end you have oak with wine, not wine with oak, okay? Because of that, we don't use more than 20% of new oak that give us those beautiful notes from the oak, those vanillas, those white chocolate, that kind of dulce de leche. I don't know, you taste dulce de leche in Argentina, In our top premium levels, you are going to find drinkable wine, soft wine, wines that you can taste or drink, even whole bottle without food, you know?
Tannins soften, color stabilized. Oak supports, it does not dominate. Just like leather in a Porsche interior, it enhances the drive, it does not distract.
We can be consistent with the style of Pulenta, okay?
Because you gave yourself actually these building blocks.
Yeah, 100%. And it's beautiful because at the end, you have a lot of different things and you can be consistent, but you can have that kind of complexity that you are going to taste in the wine. Okay?
Wonderful, huh?
Beautiful.
Gracias.
No, por favor, placer.
This is the best ever.
We have a very remarkable style. We are able to recognize our wines because my dad wants, the wines to have round tannins. He says aterciopelado. Aterciopelado means in Spanish to the tannins to be soft.
Yeah.
Maybe Javier can.
Yeah, he explained it.
Yes.
Every Porsche feels like a Porsche. Every Pulenta tastes like a Pulenta. Both designed with precision and elegance. There is no substitute.
The idea is to try 4 of our top wines. We are going to start with our Grand Merlot. Grand Merlot, it's a beautiful wine that we make 100% with fruit from this vineyard, from Agrelo. Then Grand Malbec, in this case it's 100% from our vineyard of Ucovale. It's a single vineyard from Ucovale. And then our Grand Cabernet Franc, that it's 100% a single vineyard from this vineyard, okay? And the idea was to finish with our top wine, our premium wine, that it's Gran Corte. It's kind of special blend, Gran Corte, or great blend. Okay, we can start with the Merlot. This is 2021.
These have these fresh red flavors, huh? Wow. How many times have you drank a Merlot that lingers still after a minute?
Next one, you will see that it's the only one that it's a little bit different because it's Malbec, okay? You are going to perceive big wine in your mouth, big concentration, big color. The lilies, the violet, the flowers, the red fruit.
This has still so many layers of flavor on the center of the palate. I really like that. I mean, it's very clean. There is like this rushing fresh creek coming down, not like some slow moving water that spreads all over. And I love that when it stays centered. Yeah. If I would do blind tasting, even not seeing the color, I would almost have like, okay, what is this? I would not have thought this would be 100% Malbec. I really would not have thought that. Really, really, really good. Super complex, actually. From really dark red cherry to indeed a lighter raspberry. It is pure. This wine is very pure. It's very expressive in its nuanced layers of flavor, but in a way very transparent actually to me. So many phases of Malbec. And we haven't seen this beautiful face yet. The Grand Corte.
Well, Gran Corte again. The heart, it's Malbec. Because of that, it's a kind of Bordeaux blend, proudly made in Argentina. Because of that, the heart, it's Malbec, okay? We have now 202,052 barrels, okay? But when all these wines have, I don't know, probably 9 to 10 months, we start tasting barrel by barrel, okay? We taste during the morning, 17 barrels, during the afternoon, 17 barrels, okay? Day by day, we are probably 3 or 4 months tasting barrels. And then something that is beautiful, principally for Gran Corte, because Gran Corte, it's a barrel selection of those barrels. The best 60 barrels are components from our top premium wine, okay?
The insane precision that goes into crafting the Grand Corte feels like wind tunnel testing.
When they release Panamera, they use Gran Corte. Okay, they buy a part of this production for make the releasing of that car in all over the world. When they release Macan, they also use Gran Corte. Hey, imagine for us, it was amazing.
Well, this wine, I already took a sip, okay? Super, super expressive. I don't know how you can describe a wine like that. So this was a nice, fresh creek coming down, very clearly delineated. This is more like a river coming down, fast flowing, some turbulence, you know, of the water, the white water, because it's so expressive. I can feel my face being splashed with the water sometimes.
Nice description, okay, I like it. Yeah.
The Grand Marlot, fresh, elegant, lingering. The Grand Malbec, focus, precise, complex. The Grand Corte, power, depth, momentum, controlled.
We use it as a mission. It's making a great wine is an act of generosity. We want to make good wine proudly made in Argentina.
They sold a wine empire and built something sharper, Pulenta. The wine Porsche chose, the Porsche of wine. If you'd like to experience these Pulenta wines for yourself, visit spokenwines.com or click on the link in the description below to learn more about these wines and how you can order them. The next wine haunted us so much we flew 8,000 miles back to a winery in Australia to find it again.